Leftover mud is used to fertilize the cane fields. The purified juice collected from the clarification tanks is then boiled in a series of evaporators. Each succeeding evaporator has a higher pressure, which means that the sugar boils at a lower temperature. The evaporation process removes about 2/3 of the water content of the juice. This brings the concentration of sugar in the juice from 15% to a whopping 60%. Then, the juice collects in 15-ton tanks to clarify even more. Any impurities left in the juice float to the top of the tank, which is then skimmed to the edges of the tank with the help of a rotating paddle. The final tank produces a type of syrup with 65% solids and 35% water. Crystallization is the next step in the manufacture of sugar. Crystallization takes place in a single-stage vacuum pan. The syrup is evaporated until saturated with sugar. As soon as the saturation point has been exceeded, workers add sucrose crystals suspended in alcohol into the syrup. The suspended sucrose crystals can act as seed crystals that provide a surface for new sugar crystals to form. By introducing these seed crystals into the syrup, they can serve as nuclei for the crystallization process, initiating the growth of new crystals more rapidly and uniformly. The growth of the crystals continue until the pan is full. When sucrose concentration reaches the desired level, the dense mixture of syrup and sugar crystals, called masequite, is discharged into large containers known as crystallizers. Crystallization continues in the crystallizers as the masequite is slowly stirred and cooled. The syrup then goes into a high-speed centrifugal machine, which removes the sugar crystals from the uncrystallized syrup. Inside, the sugar spins at 1200 RPM. The mother liquor or molasses is separated from the sugar crystals, which remain inside the perforated centrifugal basket while the molasses passes through. The crystals are then sprayed with a fine jet of water to remove most of the syrup coating and produce raw sugar of high purity. Raw sugar from the centrifuges contains 97 to 99% sucrose. Damp sugar crystals are dried by being tumbled through heated air in a granulator. This brings the humidity level of the sugar down to about 0.02%, the standard for table sugar. The dry sugar crystals are then poured out of the dryer and into a bag that can store 1,000 kilos. A hoist then carries the bags to a packing facility. The hoist can carry 3 bags at a time, which equates to 3,000 kilos. Talk about a heavy load. It lowers each bag into a chute that leads to the factory's main floor. Workers carefully open each bag in turn and pour out the sugar into the chute. The chute feeds into an automated packaging machine that fills a series of 2 kilos of plastic bags. Maintaining mill sanitization is a critical aspect of quality control measures. Scientific studies have demonstrated that even a small amount of sour bagasse, fiber residue from sugarcane, can contaminate the entire flow of warm juice passing over it. To address this, modern mills employ self-cleaning troughs designed with an appropriate slope that prevents bagasse from accumulating and ensures its flow out with the juice stream. Stringent measures are implemented to control insects and pests within the mill premises. Efficient transportation methods of quick delivery of sugarcane to the mills are essential due to the rapid spoilage of cane. Automation has been introduced to streamline transportation processes and minimize delays, ensuring that the cane reaches the mills promptly. Preserving the high quality of the end product necessitates careful storage of brown and yellow refined sugars, which typically contain 2% to 5% moisture. These sugars are stored in a cool and relatively humid environment to maintain their moisture content and prevent them from hardening. If you got a sweet tooth watching this video, why don't you head over to our How Chocolate is Made video right here?